Second parable's got a lot more details in it. We just saw that Jesus can give really, really simple parables when he wants to. But catch the details right at the start of the second parable. Jesus gives all these details about what the master does and provides for the tenants before they take over. And it's everything. He does everything. Right? This isn't a situation where he leases out a chunk of land and they figure out what they want to do with it, or bring their own resources and develop it, and then he just wants a cut of the profit they came up with. And we have other parables that kind of play that way. But in this one, it says the master plants the vineyard. So he brings the plants. He does all the labor. When they show up, it's not to plant a vineyard. There is a planted vineyard already. And then he builds a wall around it. It is a protected planted vineyard. Then he digs a wine press. They have the tools for harvesting and making good on the vineyard. Then he puts up a tower, which is either to watch over it or to protect it. I mean, there's nothing left to do but sit there and get the benefit. When the tenants show up, the work is done, and they just need to tend what the master has already completed till it bears fruit over time. The fruit isn't theirs. And Jesus has given us the details to set the story up that way. He doesn't just say there were some tenants who were ungrateful. There were some tenants who thought they owned something they didn't, thought they had something or had accomplished something that they had not. They have the fruit in their possession because of his generosity, but to claim some right to it, some privilege because they have it, or any other status is absurd the way the story plays out. And so we know from the previous parable that Jesus can keep the story simple if he wants to. So I think these details are here because they shape the story in an important way. We again have a stubborn people, but here we've exposed the lie that's taken them captive. They think they own something that they don't. Or they think they've accomplished something apart from God's providence when they haven't. Pride is always our clinging to this sense of entitlement, where we say, why me, Lord? Why not? Our breath is a gift from God. The human race has been a bloodbath of sin and idolatry from day one with ever-increasing severity. We haven't had a leg to stand on in that argument since Adam. And yet, God continues to give us breath in sunsets, in springtime, in harvest. He holds back his just judgment for centuries, allowing the just and the unjust to live and to start families and to use his land, his time, his everything, however they please.